أعزائي طلاب الصف 11 بمدرسة حسان بن ثابت الثانوية للبنين، أقدم لكم درسا من دروس الوحدة الثامنة القسم الثاني، وهو بعنوان Infinitive and Gerund. أولا، what do we mean by infinitives? Yes, infinitives mean to plus the main verb, to plus the verb without any additions. Now, when or why do we use full infinitives? We use full infinitives to express purpose, to give reason. For example, I went to the post office to post some letters. We also use full infinitives after words like the first, the second, the last, the best, and so on. For example, Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. Here the first is followed by to plus infinitive. We put to plus infinitive after certain adjectives like afraid, surprised, free, happy, ready, sorry, and so on. For example, at last he was free to do what he wanted. Here, the adjective is free is followed by to do. Good. We also put to plus infinitive after words like to and enough. For example, it wasn't warm enough to go to the beach yet. Here, the word enough is followed by to go. One of the most important reasons to put to plus infinitive or to put full infinitives after these verbs like afford, agree, appear, decide, forget, hope, learn, need, offer, plan, promise, refuse, seem, want, and would like. For example, I hope to see you again. Here the verb hope is followed by to see, to plus infinitive. We also put to plus infinitive after the objects of some verbs like advise, encourage, invite, persuade, allow, and teach. For example, it was my friend who encouraged. The verb here is encouraged. The object me to take part in the verb. So we use full infinitives for many different reasons. Now let's do this exercise together. The first one, it's too cold, space swimming today. Great. To go, yes, that's correct. To go, because it's too cold to. Good. Now, it was nice, my old friend again last week. Excellent. Yes. To see, as we said, some adjectives like nice, sorry are followed by to plus infinitive. Now, put the verbs between brackets in the correct form. My brother refused space forgive me. Excellent. To forgive. Yes. The verb refused is followed by full infinitive. Great. To my sister offered help mom at the kitchen. Excellent. To help. Also, the verb offer is followed by to plus infinitive. Now, let's go to the second part of our session, which is pair infinitive. When we use or when we put pair infinitive means the verb without anything, without any additions, without s, without ed, or without to before it. We put pair infinitive after all models. Will, would, can, could, shall, should, may, might, and must. For example, we should start thinking. Yeah, here the verb, or the model verb is should, is followed by start. We also put pair infinitive after verbs like let and make in the active form. For example, my parents let me, the verb let, the object me, and the main verb is stay up without any additions. We also put to plus infinitive or full infinitive after would rather and had better. For example, I would rather, yeah, I would rather go without any additions. Now, check your understanding. Choose the correct answer. I would rather, yes, take. Good. 2, you had better. Wonderful. Work, pair infinitive. Now put the verbs between brackets in the correct form. The manager let us. Great. Leave, not left. Because let is followed by pair infinitive. We must follow. No, we must follow. Yes. The main verb is follow, because must is a model, and all models, as we said before, are followed by pair infinitive. Good job. Now it's a good last part of our session, which is gerund. Gerund is the verb plus ing. When we use gerund after certain verbs like enjoy, suggest, avoid, finish, like, hate, imagine, consider, keep, brisk, laugh, and go. For example, my friend suggested, the verb suggested her going to the zoo. Yeah. And go, we add ing to the verb go. We also put ing, or we use gerund after all prepositions like for, about, in, without. For example, I am interested in, preposition in, is followed by the verb read, and we add ing to the verb read, reading. And we put gerund, or we put the verb plus ing after certain expressions like be interested in, can't stand, don't mind, it's no use, it's no good, it's worth, and there is no point in. For example, it's no use, the expression it's no use is followed by crying, gerund. Now, let's think together to choose the correct answer. The first one, my uncle enjoyed perfect fishing, sorry. My uncle always enjoyed fishing. 2, my brother is worried about perfect, getting, because the preposition about is followed by gerund. Put the verbs between brackets in the correct form. My friend suggested, great, going. And I always avoid interfering. Great job. Now we discuss together what is meant by full infinitives or 2 plus infinitive. We also talked about pair infinitive, and at last we talked about gerund or verb plus ing. Thank you for listening. See you next time with my best wishes.